Call an ambulance, but not for black. Nice work to win material and claim victory. White has dozens of strong options after playing e4. Yeah, Sicilian. A very aggressive start, right? Creates attacking chances. I love it when a plan comes together. Sicilian. Knights developed, centers supported, probably leads to open. d6 opens up the light-squared bishop and prevents white from pushing the pawn to bishop b5 check forces. Black react to this early check and prepares for white to castle. Knight d7 develops the knight and stops the check. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook.
Move it or lose it, bishop.
Sometimes the best move is getting out of danger. Developing the knight and attacking the center at the same time, efficient. Protecting the attacked pawn. The best move, simple as that. Textbook.
Developing the bishop and attacking the center at the same time, efficient. Developing the knight while grabbing the center, text.
Getting ready to unleash the bishop, I see. Not a mistake, but not the best move either. Standard. Developing the bishop, that's how black builds a strong opening. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. Castling on the same side, nothing inherently wrong with that. A new active square for that bishop, textbook stuff. Getting the rook in play, standard stuff. A solid choice. Excellent move. Now there's a looming threat to win a knight by trapping a piece. They failed to notice a chance to prepare a retreat square for the king. Oof, this permits the opponent to force moving the knight to a passive square.
Oh boy, that knight is getting kicked.
A wise decision to move their knight out of harm's way. That misses a much better move. Simple as that. They failed to notice a chance to strike at the center with a pawn. Unfortunately, they ignored the stronger way to defend a pawn that was under attack. That allows them the opportunity to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Taking that pawn wins material after the right trades happen. Recapturing is the obvious move. Textbook. Now there's a looming threat to snag the pawn with a tactic. That wasn't the move that worked there.
That's the one. What a find.
Equal trade, keeping it simple. This recapture is straightforward. The correct move to get to safety, nothing wrong with a bit of. That move creates a backward pawn, weakening the. Sometimes the best move is getting out of danger. The correct move to avoid danger, nothing wrong with a bit of safety. Solid defense, textbook stuff. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. That's a solid way to protect the pawn. Thumbs up for this one.
That's a free bishop. Gotta love those gifts.
Recapturing and developing in one move. Efficiency. Protecting the attacked pawn. Solid move, but not the best. Solid defense, keeping that pawn safe and sound. A new active square for that knight. Textbooks. Protecting the pawn. Smart move. The best move, simple as that. The correct move to avoid danger, nothing wrong with a bit of safety. Sometimes the best move is getting out of danger. Getting the rook in the mix. Solid defense, gotta protect those pieces. A solid choice. Excellent move. Bringing that final bishop into the game, that's an okay move. That bishop has found a new and active square. Textbook. This is just the strongest option. That knight now controls more squares. This misses an opportunity to double rooks on a single file. This permits the opponent to create a passed pawn. Recapturing is the way to go. Simple, solid move. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. This misses an opportunity to eventually win material. Dang, they missed a chance to strike at the center with a pawn. Ignoring an opportunity to defend a pawn that was. This overlooks an opportunity to strike at the center with a pawn. Too bad they missed a chance to defend a pawn that was under attack. Wow, they totally missed a way to strike at the center with a pawn. They missed a chance to punish that mistake. They just missed the opportunity to strike at the center. That was an unfortunate error, missing a much better move. This is directly threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Trading pieces, keeping it balanced. They call that a sacrifice. I call it brilliant. They sacrifice the rook. This move opens the door for the opponent to win material by trapping a piece. This misses an opportunity to win material by trapping a piece. The best move, simple as that. That's a much safer square for the ignoring the threat and creating a counter threat, bold. That's the only move? What a find. Protecting textbook. Recapturing is the obvious move that allows them the opportunity to win a queen by pinning. That's a spicy pin. A free queen will be theirs soon.